All right. So, with 2025 getting closer and closer, Jesus Christ, I thought it'd be kind of fun because I did this list last year talking about movies I'm excited to see for next year. Now, granted, there are going to be a ton of movies that are going to come out that I don't know about, that I haven't known about, or just will pop up and I'll be like, oh shit, that was a really cool one. But we do have a decent list so far of movies that are coming that have been announced for 2025, and yeah, so I'm going to talk about just a few of them and why I'm excited for them. It's not like a top 10 list like last time. This is just a handful of movies so far that have been announced that I was like, yeah, that's on my list of movies. Kicking things off is Wolfman. I know we've all trashed the we've all basically trashed the Wolfman design, I know, but hey, I still believe in Leigh Whannell, and I think the product will be good. I hope. I'm putting a lot of faith in here. I'm giving a lot of leeway because of how good Invisible Man was. So I'm really like just being like, hey, Leigh Whannell has only failed really at Insidious Chapter 3. So he's bound for like a second hit, right? Right? That's my thing. Is that I still have a lot of faith in the product, and I just want a good werewolf movie, you know? Yep. So next up following that is The Monkey. The Monkey is based off of a Stephen King short story that's being directed by Osgood Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins, the man who played Norman Bates. And Osgood Perkins, most guys would know best for directing the recent indie horror smash hit Longlegs. It had a really interesting trailer to it. Osgood Perkins movies are more art house, but it's like Robert Eggers with me, where it's like, after watching Longlegs, I'm like, alright, I see what this guy's trying to do, and it looks like a dark comedy horror. I haven't read The Monkey, the short story that this movie's based on, but I heard it's been long wanted to be adapted. So, and it's being produced by James Wan. James Wan, Stephen King, and Osgood Perkins. You really can't go wrong, in my opinion, with that kind of trifecta. Right? Next up, all the MCU movies. Just all of them. All three of the MC movies we're getting. And yes, I know, people go like, the MCU is dead! The MCU is dead! Shut up. Shut up. That's all I can say to that is just shut up. Yeah. I am looking forward to the next few MCU movies. If I was to go in order as to how much I'm hyped for them, it's Fantastic Four, Captain America, and Thunderbolts. All of them look good. I'm most excited for Fantastic Four First Steps. Probably because I'm such a Fantastic Four fan. Thunderbolts might be good. I think Captain America will be solid. But yeah, it just sounds like a good crop of movies for Marvel to bounce back to. Honestly, not to say the MCU it has, like, I will admit that, like, the numbers have been kind of hurt, and it does look like they're trying to play safe. I was never one of those people who said, like, the MCU is dead, like, it's all lost. If you still like the MCU after, you know, Endgame, then something's wrong with you because it can't reach that level anymore. No. Yeah. Anyway, so all the MC movies just rank together. Next up is speaking of superhero movies, we're going to talk about Superman Legacy, or as it's just now called, Superman. I am very interested in this movie. I have a lot of hope for James Gunn's start of his DC universe. I really like just the optimistic feel and fun feel it has. And it's just nice to have a Superman movie where Clark is just going to be Clark. I haven't had that since, I don't know, Superman 2, honestly. And not to say, like, Henry Cavill was a bad Superman. He was just given bad movies. He would have been an epic Superman. And I still like him as Superman, but I think he got robbed of showing us how good of a actor he would have been as Superman. So there you go. So Superman Legacy, as a big fan of Superman as I am, I gotta go check it out. Next up, Jurassic World Rebirth, another IP movie of a franchise. This one has badly been damaged, thanks to Dominion. But Rebirth sounds like a breath of fresh air. Gareth Edwards, while I don't think he's I think he's a very art centric director. And while I didn't like his Godzilla, I did like his indie film Monsters. I did check out The Creator, which was really good, and I liked Rogue One. I think he's a solid choice for directing something like this, and I really do hope this goes back to like the horror roots, the action horror roots of Jurassic Park. And yeah, I do like the cast sounds really solid. It does sound like they really believe in this project with Universal. Next up, the two Predator movies, the Unknown Predator film and Predator Badlands. It's just nice to have Predator stuff again, right? Like, it just feels nice to have actual, like, Predator, good Predator content. Thank you so much, Prey. And now we're getting Alien, and there's now talk of a new Alien versus Predator movie, hopefully with Dan Trachtenberg and Fede Alvarez directing together. That's their plan. Like, Fede Alvarez he and Trachtenberg have talked about, like, we'll direct it together. And I'm like, Disney, if you want a shit ton of money, do that. Anyway, but yeah, Predator Badlands, I'm really excited for, and the Unknown Predator project, which, again, has been rumored to be an anime anthology. Sign me the fuck up. But we don't know for sure, but both together. Next up, Ballerina, the John Wick story. It looks really cool. I really like just the action feel of it, and it is a movie that's been delayed for so long. I still have, I'm pretty optimistic about it, and the action and kills look pretty solid from that one trailer we got. So I got some faith in it. Next up, Sinners. Sinners, a Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan vampire movie set in 1920s New Orleans. Or was it Georgia? I can't remember if it was Georgia or New Orleans. It gives me that American Vampire Philadelphia feel, and I am always down for like some Southern Gothic kind of horror, folk horror in that regard. So that looks really cool. I have a lot of expectations for Sinners. Looks great. And finally, for the oh wait, I've got two more. Sorry, I had the list written down. Next up, I'll Never Forget What You Did Last Summer. Now, I've never been the biggest fan of I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise, but I will say I do like how fun that first movie is. It definitely comes from that 90s era of the slasher genre, and I will also say that I think what also makes me interested is that Freddie Prinze Jr. and a lot of the original cast, Sarah Michelle Gellar has said, and Sarah Michelle Gellar hasn't said she hasn't come on yet. But who knows? Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back, and I think that's why I'm excited. And it's just nice to see another like legacy horror sequel. Yeah. Do I think the other two movies? I think the second movie, the sequel with Jack Black in like the dreadlocks. That was a weird sequel, right? But yeah, I'm curious. And finally, Saw 11. Saw, I was never a big Saw fan, but after Saw 10, I am down for whatever comes next. And this movie did get delayed till next year, but I am all for seeing what happens in this new film. Just absolutely 100% I'm down. So there you go, guys. And again, there could be more movies announced coming in 2025, even movies that did get announced in 2025 that will be released throughout the year, and I'll be excited to see those as well. But so far, those are the movies I'm most excited for. I've got a lot, and for all I know, none of these movies or some of these movies will not be good. I acknowledge that some of these movies might not live up to expectations, or none of them might live up to expectations. I acknowledge that. But this is more of the hype I have for the franchises. That's what it really is that it's more about the hype than anything else with these films. So I'm just really excited to see where they go. A lot of these films, yes, are sequels and Marvel movies and stuff like that, and comic book movies, but that's what I like. Yeah. And a lot of them are IP. I know. But, hey, it's what I like. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do another list when more movies, like, for 2025 get announced or something like that. But, yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what are some movies in 2025 that you are most excited for so far? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.